This video is going to be kind of a personal one about my aesthetic and essentially what I'm doing right now to achieve my uh, the look I'm going for. And the look I'm going for is I have to, in order to be a health performance coach for entrepreneurs, I have to look the part and play the part, right? I currently stand at 6 foot, 6 foot and a half, and I'm around 150, 150, 151, which is like I'm not tiny, but I'm not where I want to be, right? So like I'll show you guys my physique right now. I got like a little something, like I'm not tiny, right? But I'm not where I want to be. Okay, so my goal is 170 to 180 to around 6 to 8 months, but I'm not gonna be doing that dirty bulk to where you feel like trash and you can't think kind of thing because I've done that before. And yeah, you gain the weight, and but you also gain brain fog. And as a business owner, I'm not trading my decision quality just for calories. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm actually doing right now for my nutrition. Nothing fancy. It just was working for me. I was actually 145. I was actually 145 a few weeks ago, and I got to 150. So I mean, but you can take what you will with that. It could be water weight, but um, anything closer to my goal is what matters, and I feel completely fine and energized. So first rule is if the scale isn't moving, you're not eating enough. Period. Like people will be like, "Bro, I eat too much," and then you ask them what they ate, and it's like 2 meals and a protein bar. Okay, so I'm in a real surplus. So for me, that's basically adding 500-ish calories a day, 5 to 700, maybe even more. And I check like weekly. So if I'm not up at least around a pound a week, I add food. You know what I mean? Uh, it's just as simple as adding food and then scheduling the times you eat them so you're not kind of force eating. Now, macros. So I'm not obsessive over macros, but I'm not clueless either. Like protein is non-negotiable. If I don't eat protein, everything feels harder, my workouts feel weaker, and I'm hungry all day. So I aim for 150 grams a day right now, and as I get heavier, that number goes up. So for carbs, I'm not scared of carbs. I need carbs, especially when I'm training a lot and my carbs are low. And I work out 6 times a week, cardio 4 times, and I might extend that to 6 or 7 times because I'm planning on jump roping every day. And when you jump rope for 10 minutes, it's equivalent to doing 30-minute jog. That's going to be another video. So the point is, when my carbs are low, I feel it in the gym and I feel it in my focus. So we got to eat a good amount of carbs, especially since I'm training a lot. Okay, and fats are just a cheat code for calories because I'm not trying to eat a mountain of food every day. So I'll just use olive oil or avocado, nuts, peanut butter, easy calories. Now, again, this is how I structure it. Okay, so I don't eat two massive meals. That kind of thing makes me feel like I need a nap and I can't work. So I go breakfast, breakfast in the morning, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, and sometimes a small snack before bed. Sometimes, because even after eating all that, even after timing it, I still feel like I'm like forcing myself to eat. But anyway, so I'm basically eating every 3 to 4 hours, mainly every 4 hours. Not because I'm hungry like that, but because my goal is to gain weight, and I'm doing everything in my power to hit this goal. So let me show you what I'm actually eating during the day. Breakfast is usually something like eggs, like 3 whole eggs, sometimes extra whites, potatoes, and Greek yogurt with berries and granola. I eat that all the time. That's actually part of snack 1 and 2. I pretty much eat that. Like it's just like honestly, I think that's the sweetest thing I eat during the day. So that's probably why I like it so much. That meal alone puts me in a good spot for the day. In mid morning snack is quick. Like I said, I'm not cooking. I'm not doing all that. First of all, I don't even cook to begin with. I get meal preps from a service, but I get like a trail mix, banana with peanut butter or a peanut butter sandwich. It's just not sexy, but it's just what works. Now lunch, I keep lunch nice, clean, and balanced because I refuse to crash. And I'm really trying to hammer this into my skull and my body. Chicken or steak, chicken or steak in rice. And if I need more calories, I'll literally just add olive oil or avocado. Most of the time, avocado. That's the easiest way to bump up the calories without putting too much thought into it. Now, mid-afternoon snack, same thing, literally. Might even do the granola, the Greek yogurt again. Then dinner. Then there's my big recovery meal: ground beef, or a bison bowl, rice or pasta. Around this time, that's when you're allowed to kind of be lenient. And I don't mean when I mean lenient, I don't mean like ordering from Chick-fil-A. I just mean like pasta. That's my max. Like this is further as I go. Like it's really boring, but when you're trying to get from 150 to 180, that's 30 pounds, dude. That's insane. You have to do insanely amount of input with your eating. Okay. And that's not an average thing to do. But if I'm being honest, for me to hit my goals as fast as possible and eventually be confident enough to sell my own service, I have to be around like at least 170 at least. Just to show like, some type of credibility. So the part where most people messed up is they try to gain weight by eating random junk, okay? And then they wonder why they feel like shit by 2 p.m. A simple rule you can follow that you can literally just remember, not even having to write this down, but you can write this down if you want. It's every meal is protein and every meal needs carbs. And there needs to be some type of fat in there, you know? But I'm not but because I'm not trying to get heavier, I'm trying to get heavier and still be sharp, still be locked in, still be able to work. Supplements are simple too. Creatine, 5 grams a day, every day, and water. Because I train pretty hard, so I got to drink around, I think around 8 right now. I still have to reevaluate when I get my blood work done. 8 right now, plus creatine, so I probably got to boost that up to like 10 maybe. Also, electrolytes every day. Or else how I feel. That's another thing that'll make you feel dizzy or lightheaded, not enough electrolytes. And then a weekly check in on myself. But same thing every day. If the scale don't move, I add like 200 to 300 calories. Usually that's just one extra snack or bigger portions of what I'm already doing. No mindset stuff. You guys are gonna learn as I post more on this channel how much I don't really get into the mindset set of things because you just need to sharpen your body, sharpen your health in order to handle your drive.